Anderson Silva broke down in tears after making a successful return to the Octagon with a dominant win over Nick Diaz at UFC 183. It was far from a vintage performance from the 39-year-old, but he did at least begin to lay to rest the ghosts of his horror leg break against Chris Weidman more than a year ago. Silva was awarded every round by two of the judges as he consistently beat Diaz to the punch on the Californian's middleweight debut. "This was important for me and important for my whole family," Silva said. "I went through a lot of suffering and in the beginning I didn't think I'd be back." Silva is renowned for his antics in the Octagon but was uncharacteristically subdued in the opening round as Diaz opted to start the mind games of briefly lying on the canvas and constantly chattering away to his opponent. He threw an early kick but both men were content to circle the other in the opening stages. Silva landed a 1-2 as Diaz swung and missed with his right leg. After 90 seconds with barely a shot thrown, Silva launched forward with his hands but missed, allowing Diaz to respond with a leg kick before he too switched up top. The former champion finished the round strongly however, landing with two jabs before launching a knee at a backed up Diaz. The second session also started slowly but Silva showed no sign of nerves as he flicked out his previously injured leg. Diaz also focused on landing his kicks but took a swift right-left combination to the face. Although not at his best, Silva was landing on Diaz and the Californian's face began to mark up around his left eye in the third stanza, which would later require stitches. He continued to goad Silva but the Octagon legend refused to be drawn in, instead focusing on landing leg kicks on Diaz. The American did at least start the penultimate round brightly, but his success were few and far between. Silva looked light on his feet as he circled away before landing a right hand. But again, there was little to keep the MGM grand crowd enthused, and there were a smattering of discontented voices among the cheers for Silva. When Diaz did come forward, Silva responded landing a double jab and leg kick to fend off his attacker. Needing a finish in the final minutes, Diaz engaged briefly but was unable to land cleanly as Silva eased through to the bell. After crumbling to the canvas in a mixture of joy and relief, he was held back to his feet by Diaz. "I'll go back to my family, to my home, talk to my kids, and I don't know about the fighting again," Silva said. "When I call my family and my son says, 'Congratulations, but no more fights.' I love my job but I need to talk to my family because it's more important." Diaz meanwhile claimed, "I felt I was ahead most of the time. I felt I won every round. I was the one coming forward." Do place your comments below on whether Silva could have done much more to make it really worth the hype created for the comeback match.